Hi guys, so I just wanted to come in here and give you a little bit of a life update and what's been happening with Coconut and why I haven't been as active here as I would have preferred. So let's go. I mean, this is one of the harder videos to film, to be honest, because Coconut hasn't been feeling the best. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should, by the way, link will be down below, you would know that he has actually injured his suspensory ligament, which is the worst thing you can hear in the equestrian community when owning a show jumping horse, is that your horse has done in a cell. Luckily for us, it was a small thickening on one of the branches of the suspensory ligament, so it's not as bad of an injury as it could have been. But in the process of diagnosing this, we've also discovered a chronic pain in his back and restrictions in the joints of his hind legs as well, especially on the right hind leg, which was obviously a lot to take in. And to be honest, I couldn't bring myself to filming like talkative videos, even though most of the footage is ready for us to do like a jumping exercise video or something like that. I could have just come on here, described the exercise and put the footage over like we usually do with the grids, for example. But I just couldn't bring myself to doing it, to be honest, because it was breaking my heart. And for the whole month, after having it diagnosed and having the joint injected and the back injected and then having an osteopath out, which by the way, we love her, she's amazing. And she helped him massively. And in general, I just love our vet and osteopath and the team from Equestrian Center. It's amazing, because without their support, Coconut wouldn't be able to be where he is now, which I'll get to in a second. So yeah, we've discovered that he had a chronic back pain, and that is very unfortunate because it means that it hurts for him to ride. Part of it was because of a poorly fitted saddle, by the way, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to come in here and kind of re-emphasize the importance of a correctly fitting saddle, because we are thinking with the doctors that the fact that he had an issue with the back is likely to have influenced his cell injury. Because bless him, he wasn't showing me any signs of pain because he loved me and he wanted to do all the jumping. But when we actually started examining it and checking thoroughly and pressing the right buttons, basically, we've noticed a bad pain there, which was heartbreaking, to be honest. So I wasn't even active on Instagram. I couldn't bring myself to doing anything, and he had to be put on stall rest for the first week with icing and bandages and some anti-inflammatory creams, etc. Which, bless my groom, he has done so much for Coconut. It's incredible to have such an amazing support team from Emirates Equestrian Center. I'm just blessed to be there, to be honest. And slowly but surely he was being hand walked, first 10 minutes a day, then 20 minutes a day, and then to 30 minutes a day with the two kind of intervals, 15 minutes in the morning and 15 in the evening. Doctor was coming regularly from the city vet clinic to check on him and do a flexion test and kind of give me an update on him, which was really, really helpful and kind of helped me stay a little bit more positive throughout this process. Although, to be honest, I was a complete mess. I was genuinely depressed, which is also another reason why I wanted to have this video filmed, because I want to draw attention to everyone of how much riding or lack thereof can affect us, and that has seriously affected my mental health. I was genuinely depressed because I couldn't be happy about anything for longer than 3 minutes. I didn't want to get myself out of bed. It's just like I lost motivation, although everything else in my life was going relatively well as usual. I mean, bless my husband, he has done so much to help me in this. And he was literally putting up with me being sad pretty much for the entire month, which I'm really, really thankful to him for. And he is the major reason why I haven't broken down under all of this. But yeah, I just wanted to bring in everyone's attention that we don't know what is going on in everyone else's heads. So we need to be kind and supportive as much as we can. Because that period was really, really it basically was bringing me down every single day to see him there and see him being sad. And he's the kind of horse that loves work. Whenever we had a green light to go for a walk, we went into the show jumping arena because all the other ones were busy. And he just was like, oh my God, finally, we're gonna jump. And unfortunately, obviously, we couldn't. We're still just walking. So yeah, I had to kind of bring the bad news to him. But he is now getting better. Thankfully, we're seeing great progress. The osteopath who was doing the sessions on him has done 2 sessions on him so far and is extremely, extremely pleased with the progress in terms of his mobility, and his back is not hurting anymore. We've ditched the old saddle that didn't fit him, and I've bought a new saddle, which is a sneak peek into a new video that we will be filming. It's very exciting. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. First of all, because let me just give a hint. It's a new type of saddle. It's a different type of a saddle from what I've had before. So I'm really excited. Might need a different kind of saddle pads, which is a huge problem, obviously. So yeah, I mean, I've ditched the saddle and we've learned so much along this journey, to be honest, in terms of his care and support and the muscles and the anatomy of the horse and the amount of studies I've read online on the SL injuries. Oof, don't do that. Don't go into that rabbit hole. That's just depressing. But anyway, so recently, about 2 weeks ago, we've been given a green light to start light walk under saddle, and he's been a complete champ. I almost cried the first time I got on him, and this is the video of me getting on him for the first time and riding him for the first time. I think, no, this is the second time. This is the second time. We couldn't film the first time. But I was just so happy. Like, even the 5 minutes under saddle on him made me exuberantly happy. Like, I was like literally bursting with excitement. And the other amazing thing is that before he was always riding in a little bit of a giraffe style, and it's obviously my fault for not knowing the signs of pain and not recognizing it, that he was trying to hide it but still showing to a trained eye, because he was hollowing his back, and when I was asking him to be collected, he was refusing. And then the first day that I was on him in a saddle, he collected himself. Can you believe that? And now he looks a little bit like this. I know, right? Is that my pony? Like, this is incredible. This is like a proper, I know it's not proper dressage, but you know what I mean? Like, from this to this, that's like incredible. I'm so happy he looked like that, and I'm so happy his back doesn't hurt anymore, his leg doesn't hurt anymore. So now it's just a matter of slowly rehabilitating him, and we have a program that's ironed out with the vet and the osteopath, and we are following this program religiously and doing regular checks, and hopefully by the end of around April, May, we should get back to jumping. Because like I said, it wasn't a serious injury, but the amount of things that it has taught us was absolutely immense. And I'm really glad that I've noticed it very early. To be frank, when I felt that he was a little bit off, everyone who I showed the video to said that he was completely fine. And I was like, no, he's not fine. Let's do an exam on him. And then the vet saw the video, and the vet was like, yeah, there is something wrong with this horse. So I'm really glad I believed my instincts about him, and I'm really glad I didn't push him more than he needed to be pushed at that time. Obviously, he needed the complete rest. And I'm really happy that we're back to walking under saddle, and he's progressing so well, and he has 0 issues, and he's showing great signs in the flexion tests, which is really a positive experience. And if you don't know what a flexion test is basically when the injured limb is stretched to a quite an uncomfortable level, actually, and it's held in the position for like around a minute. And after that, immediately the horse is asked to trot, ideally on a hard surface. So that is done to accentuate any issues or pain or lameness or anything like that. So he is basically passing them with flying colors lately. The past, I would say 3 tests that he's gotten done, he's passed with flying colors, which is incredible. And it means that our rehabilitation program is working, and we might be getting a little bit more into dressage to build the muscles and to get him ready to jump when he is completely sound and ready to do so slowly. So yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in and kind of listening to our life update and following the journey with Coconut to recovery. We'll definitely shoot a full-on rehabilitation video, and I'll show what we have done and how I started building the muscle. I am going to take a few dressage lessons here and there, which is going to be very, very interesting for me. I have never taken a proper formal dressage lesson. I've gotten some dressage advice, but never a proper lesson. So I'm really excited about that. And I'll be thrilled to share his progress with us and how we make our way back into jumping, which is what he loves the most. And it honestly melted my heart seeing him lock onto the jump when he saw the show jumping arena. And he's like, "Mom, please, 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 can I go?" I'm like, "No, sorry." But it's okay. We'll get there in no time with the right program. So yeah, just trust your instincts. And I understand if you're feeling very down, if your horse is going through something like that, you can always message me. And obviously always seek professional help if you need to. Your mental health is a priority. And if you don't feel up to it, your horse will not feel up to it. So definitely seek help if you need to. And yeah, so I'll see you very soon with lots more of exciting content. Goodbye.